And to the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this.
While Americans were busy trying to figure out how to live without TikTok dances and random guys pointing at text, something unexpected happened. A new Chinese app called RedNote shot to #1 on the US App Store faster than my New Year's resolutions, turning into maybe next year resolutions. But here's the real kicker. In an attempt to protect American data from China, the US government basically just convinced everyone to download another Chinese app.
你好，小
我叫英，我想写。
你好，我来自 America.
That's right, the great TikTok refugee crisis is happening, and it's about as logical as my life choices. With TikTok facing a ban on January 19th, 2025, that's like really soon, guys, over 700,000 Americans have already fled to RedNote, making it the #1 free app in the US. It's like watching someone quit McDonald's to get healthier by switching to Burger King. Trust me, bro, I'm something of a social media expert myself. I have 47 followers on Twitter. But there's more to this story than just another app stealing your data. I mean, collecting user information for enhanced experience purposes. In today's video, we'll look at how Americans are accidentally making Chinese apps even more successful in their attempt to avoid Chinese apps. It is January 2025, and you're watching Weepedia. So what exactly is RedNote? Well, imagine if Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok had a baby, and that baby was raised by Chinese tech billionaires. It's actually the international version of an app called Xiaohongshu, which means Little Red Book, not to be confused with my Little Red Book of rejection letters from job applications. The app is absolutely crushing it right now with over 200 million monthly active users in China alone. That's more people than the population of France, Spain, and my parents' basement combined. And get this, 80% of users are women, which explains why I'm not successful there yet. But here's where it gets really interesting. Unlike TikTok's endless stream of dance challenges, RedNote is all about that lifestyle content. Now, remember those 700,000 American TikTok refugees I mentioned? They're being welcomed to RedNote in the most internet way possible, with a mandatory cat tax.
Ni hao, Xiaohongshu. Still not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'll get it eventually, I promise. Anyway, I realized I haven't paid my cat tax yet.
Yes, you heard that right. Chinese users are demanding that all new American users post pictures of their cats as an entry fee. It's probably the first time in history Americans have willingly paid a tax, and all it took was cat. If only the IRS had figured this out sooner. Now, you might be wondering, but Weepedia, isn't this just TikTok with extra steps? Well, my curious friend, RedNote is actually more like TikTok's sophisticated cousin who studied abroad and won't shut up about it. It's got this whole e-commerce thing built right in, so you can buy stuff directly through the app. It's like they looked at TikTok and said, what if we made this, but also took people's money? Genius, honestly. If only I had thought of that instead of starting this YouTube channel. Now let's talk about privacy concerns. Security experts are warning that RedNote might have even more data collection than TikTok. It's like upgrading from someone watching you through your window to someone living in your closet. Technically, they're both concerning, but one's definitely a step up. The app's terms of service are primarily in Mandarin, which for most Americans means they're about as readable as my doctor's handwriting. For all we know, we could be signing away our firstborn children. But let's talk about the real victims here.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. Can I take your order?
Yeah, can I please get a spicy chicken sandwich with pepper jack cheese?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Aren't you James Charles?
I used to be, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I'm sorry?
Like, why are you working here?
Oh, you know, TikTok, getting banned and everything.
TikTok stars who've been making more money than I'll see in 10 lifetimes. Take Charli D'Amelio, for example. She makes about $17.5 million a year from TikTok. Or Bella Poarch, who makes $5 million annually from just making faces at the camera. Now, these social media superstars are suddenly facing their own apocalypse. They're flocking to RedNote faster than people unsubscribing from Netflix after another price hike. Over 700,000 American users have already made the switch, creating what I'm officially dubbing the Great TikTok Migration of 2025. So, what's my hot take about all of this? Well, every time a platform dies, creators get more creative. Look at what happened after Vine. Some people became YouTube stars, others got rich, and others, like me, started failed YouTube channels. But that's not the point. The point is, chaos creates opportunity. And as someone who creates chaos every time I try to cook dinner, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe RedNote is that next big thing. Or maybe it's just another app that'll get banned and we'll all move to whatever new Chinese app drops next week. Either way, I've just checked and we're somehow still this number of subscribers away from 10 million. But don't worry about hitting subscribe. My therapist says I need to work on my rejection issues anyway.